Hey, how's it going YouTube? I'm back in the video, and today I'm going to be talking about can Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis be able to dominate the league one day. Now, when I'm getting into today's video is going to be pretty much how I think them both on the same team could be very, very dangerous in the very, very near future, and how I could personally be seeing that these two players on this team could be very, very dominant for many, many years to come. So I'm going to be getting into a lot of reasons why I think they could be very good in the future, and I hope you do like the video. And if you do like the video at any point, hit the like button and the subscribe button. It mean the absolute world to me. And comment below any video ideas you want to see me make. And comment below if you think these type of videos are good as well. And I'm also going to be trying a new type of video coming Friday. So yeah, I'm going to be trying a little bit something new with this channel and seeing how y'all like that. So be on the lookout for that as well. But without further ado, without running on too much, let's get right into this video. Alright, so my first reason for how they could potentially be very dominant is that they complement each other's game very, very well. As on offense and defense, both of these players play extremely well off of each other, and they really are able to work very good off of each other throughout the entire game. As Porzingis and Luka Doncic in the pick and roll game on offense is almost unstoppable. Luka Doncic is one of the best passers in the league, but he also has a very underrated mid-range game. He can shoot the three, he can go in the paint, he can score pretty much from everywhere on the court. And then you add a 7'2" Kristaps Porzingis, who is almost unstoppable in the paint already, and can also shoot fadeaways and just shoot from everywhere on the court. Well, that now pick and roll is unstoppable, as now you have to not only worry about a lob, but you also have to worry about a pick and pop, where Porzingis pops up to the three-point line, and if you try to crash down on Porzingis, well then Luka Doncic can shoot the shot and make it by himself. So it is almost impossible to guard that. It's kind of like the Drew Holiday Anthony Davis pick and roll. Obviously not to the same effect, as Anthony Davis just has more athletic ability than Kristaps Porzingis, and is probably a better player than Kristaps, but it does have the same effect, as it's still almost unstoppable. They have a very dominant big man and a very, very good guard who has an extremely high basketball IQ and one of the best passers in the league. That pick and roll is so deadly, and you see it every time. They run it over and over again, and no team has an answer for it, at least not as of yet, and it's going to be very, very hard for them to really be able to guard that at all. And then also on the defensive end, they help each other out a ton, as Kristaps Porzingis has been a force in the paint since he came in the league, and but his biggest probably weakness on the defensive end would be his perimeter defense. Well, Luka Doncic, with how smart he is and how he's a great player, is a very good defender on the perimeter. He can defend almost anyone. He can defend a point guard, shooting guard, and even some small forwards on the perimeter at all times, and is very, very good at playing defense. But where he lacks is in paint protection. Well, Kristaps Porzingis makes up for that, as he is currently averaging 2.6 blocks per game right now, being an absolute force in the paint. If you go in the paint, watch out, because Kristaps Porzingis will more than likely at least get a chance at blocking your shot. So when them two are on the court, not only can they beat you offensively in a variety of ways, but they can also beat you defensively a variety of ways as well. And whenever you have a team that's that good and that talented and can do so many things good, it is always going to be a very dangerous thing on any given night. But now my second reason for this video is going to be that they're still developing chemistry, which is very scary to think about. As they're already doing this good together, playing this well off of each other, only 8 games under their belt so far. Kristaps Porzingis, he is still getting back from being out for damn near 2 years, because he tore his Achilles, I'm pretty sure. And he hasn't looked bad at all since coming back, and once this chemistry is developed and Kristaps Porzingis gets back to 100%, there is no telling how scary this team could be. Because once they really know how each other plays and every in and out of each other's game, and plus all the other players on their team, they get used to each other as well, this team is going to be extremely scary, and nobody is going to want to see them in the playoffs. And once this team really gets going in maybe not even this year, but next year, and when that chemistry is all the way up as high as it can be, they can keep a core group of guys from this team going in the future, they're going to be a very, very hard team to mess with. And now my third reason is going to be that both players are slowly becoming the best players in their position. Now, Kristaps Porzingis at the center position does have some competition with Karl-Anthony Towns, Joel Embiid, and some other very, very good centers. Nikola Jokic, he does have some a lot of competition, and really that center position, whoever's the best, is kind of up in the air. But Kristaps Porzingis is making a case that he could potentially be the best center, as he is currently this year averaging 20.1 points per game, 8.3 rebounds per game on 38% shooting from the three-point line. And that is very impressive from a center. And now, yes, most centers can shoot the three-pointer in this day and age, but at the efficiency that he's doing it and him scoring as many points as he is very, very impressive. But he's also rebounding very, very well. And I mean, would not be surprised at all if some people do consider Kristaps being one of the best, if not the best center in the entire league. Now, I personally don't think he's the best, but I think he's for sure at least top 5 in that position right now, hands down. I mean, not many centers at 7'2" can shoot the three he can, guard the paint that he can, and just be an all-around force in every asset of the game. And then Luka Doncic is just slowly becoming just not one of the best players in only his position, but one of the best players in the entire league. As I mean, he is definitely a top 3 player in his own position right now, where Luka, I mean, you can really, it's just very hard to really say how good he is, because I mean, he came out and had one of the best rookie seasons we ever seen, and now he's currently having an even better second season where he's averaging 28 points per game, 11 rebounds per game, 9.1 assists per game. He's almost averaging a triple-double, and I think a lot of people forget how impressive someone averaging a triple-double actually is due to Westbrook being able to do it year in and year out. But I mean, for anyone to even become close to averaging a triple-double on any given night, and now yes, it is still very early in the season, but the fact that a second-year player is even this close to averaging a triple-double throughout 8 games of the season is extremely, extremely impressive. And then you combine that only his second year, he's already one of the smartest, highest basketball IQ type players in the entire draft. Well, I mean, I can't see many teams that are going to be able to contend with a top 5 center and a top 5 point guard / shooting guard in the entire league, and especially once they get and hit their prime, as they're both extremely young. And I mean, once they get older and get in their prime and get even better as time goes on, they're just going to get even better and be even harder to stop. So I personally think in the very near future, Doncic and Kristaps could potentially be the NBA. They could be the duo that nobody wants to mess with, especially once they're entering their prime and all the current duos are starting to exit their prime, as they are pretty much the youngest duo in the league right now that actually has a chance to do something great in the future. But unfortunately, guys, that's going to be it for this video. So comment below. Do you agree with me? Do you think Luka and Kristaps could be the best in the league one day? Do you think Dallas has something really going, or do you think they're just all hype and that they can't keep this going? I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. And if you did like the video at any point, hit the like button and the subscribe button. It would mean the absolute world to me. And like I said, Friday I will be coming out with something a little bit different that I haven't done on this channel. I'm going to be testing some things out, see how it works. I want to hear your thoughts and opinions when that video does come out. Y'all know what it is, especially for y'all subscribers that have been here for a long time now. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Hope you have a blessed day. Could I have a blessed day? So you need to have a blessed day. All glory to God. See you in the next video. Goodbye. Boo. Blah.